Major fire broke out in a village of Kishtwar in Jammu and Kashmir. According to police, 68 houses were damaged by the blaze. Locals in the village of Kishtwar sought help after the fire destroyed their homes. Meanwhile, residents are being relocated and temporary shelters have been provided to them. The administration provided relief materials including food, clothing and medical supplies. A depression in the southwest Bay of Bengal has intensified into a cyclonic storm and is expected to make landfall near the coast between Puducherry and Nellore tomorrow morning and is likely to cause heavy rainfall in several places of the south coast and Rayalaseema. An official has also said that fishermen are advised not to venture out to sea and that the public should remain alert and take necessary precautions. A delegation of the Himachal Pradesh State Pollution Control Board presented a cheque of 2 crore rupees to Chief Minister Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu as a contribution toward the CM's relief fund. The Chief Minister lauded this generous contribution, appreciating the board's commitment to social welfare. Ahead of Diwali, Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Vishnu Deosai announced a 4% hike in the dearness allowance for state government employees, bringing the total DA to 50%. The Chhattisgarh Chief Minister's office added that the revised 50% dearness allowance will be effective from the 1st of October. Meanwhile, in Maharashtra, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde announced a Diwali bonus of 28,000 rupees for employees of the BMC ahead of the enforcement of the Model Code of Conduct. This decision follows a demand from the Municipal Mazdoor Sangh led by MP Ramdas Athavale, which had sought a 40,000 rupee bonus for the workers. The Congress has announced that party leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra will contest the by-polls in the Wayanad Lok Sabha seat. Wayanad was vacated by Congress's Rahul Gandhi after he was also elected to the Lok Sabha from Raebareli in Uttar Pradesh in the general elections held earlier this year. The party also announced 2 candidates for assembly by-polls in Kerala. The Singapore Armed Forces scrambled 2 fighter jets to escort an Air India Express plane away from populated areas following a bomb threat before the aircraft landed safely at Singapore's Changi Airport. Air India Express received an email that there was a bomb on board of a flight that was bound for Singapore. The U.S. State Department Deputy Pentagon confirms that U.S. troops supporting a missile defense system has arrived in Israel. A team of American troops arrived in Israel and they will operate a terminal high-altitude area defense battery there to defend against ballistic missile attacks from Iran. Press Secretary Sabrina Singh says additional U.S. personnel and battery components for missile defense systems will continue to arrive in Israel. The Biden administration has warned Israel that it must increase the amount of humanitarian aid it is allowing into Gaza within the next 30 days, or it could risk losing access to U.S. weapons funding. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin warned their Israeli counterparts in a letter that the changes must occur. Hezbollah's acting leader Sheikh Naim Qassem vowed to target Israeli cities like Haifa and Tel Aviv, focusing on hurting the enemy. In his third speech since Nasrallah's death in an Israeli airstrike, Qassem urged Hezbollah supporters to remain resilient and stated that a ceasefire is the only way for Israelis in the north to return home. Now, Egyptian President al-Sisi welcomes Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to Cairo. The visit comes against the backdrop of Israel's continuing bombardment of Gaza and an escalating conflict with Hezbollah in Lebanon. During a meeting with the Egyptian president, the two leaders underscored the importance of continued coordination and joint cooperation to overcome the current critical phase experienced by the region and the Islamic world. During a Security Council, the UN Special Envoy for Yemen urged Ansar Allah to immediately and unconditionally release all of those arbitrarily detained, including 17 United Nations personnel. Grunberg said that Ansar Allah continues to hold UN staff, civil society workers and diplomatic mission employees in arbitrary detention in Yemen. Grunberg also said that 4 of those 4 peacekeepers detained are women and one of them is from Grunberg's team. French soccer star Kylian Mbappe's representatives have rejected as false and irresponsible reports in Swedish media saying that he is the subject of a rape investigation in the Nordic country. Mbappe's communications team accused Swedish media of spreading slanderous rumors. Meanwhile, Mbappe was seen training with his club Real Madrid amid the reports. And the attention shifts from T20 cricket to red ball cricket as India take on New Zealand in the first test match. The men in blue are on a 6-match winning streak in test cricket and had last registered a famous victory against Bangladesh in Kanpur. Rohit Sharma-led Team India will take on New Zealand for the first of 3-match test series at the iconic Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru. Though the venue is set to host its first test match in almost 2.5 years, the opener to the India versus New Zealand series in Bengaluru is under serious threat from rainfall. Heavy rainfall has lashed the city over the last few days, and it seems we could see a delayed start to the game. Nigeria's soccer team returned home after boycotting an Africa Cup qualifier against Libya, citing mind games after being stranded overnight at the airport. Libya denied sabotage, but the Confederation of African Football will investigate the matter. The Super Eagles were set to play Tuesday after winning 1-0 in Friday's match, where similar sabotage claims arose from Libya. Cast members from both the Newsies Broadway musical and 1992 movie have teamed up to encourage voting in the upcoming election as part of the Broadway Votes initiative. Actors from Broadway's Newsies, Suffs and other stage productions released a video featuring a medley of remixed Newsies tracks.
Hey, run in your mouth, don't change nothing spot. But when you vote, your voice is heard. Now, who wants to go where? Hit the street in all directions. Let's make freedom ring.
Peter Capaldi returns as a chilling serial killer in the new season of The Devil's Hour. Reuniting with Jessica Raine, the thriller continues the story of Lucy Chambers as she gets entangled in the hunt for a serial killer. The critically acclaimed psychological thriller premieres on October 18th on Amazon Prime.
The real devil's out there. I want you. Do you know how many times we've had this conversation?
After nearly 2 years, Shrinking is back for a second season on Apple TV+. The dramedy starring Jason Segel and Harrison Ford premiered today. While many storylines were tied up in the season 1 finale, the new season picks up with the fallout from that ending. Actors Karthik Aaryan and Vidya Balan appeared on the set of Kaun Banega Crorepati, hosted by the legendary Amitabh Bachchan, to promote their upcoming film Bhool Bhulaiya 3. The visit, which generated excitement among fans, marks the latest promotional event for the highly anticipated third installment of the popular horror comedy franchise. Meanwhile, the excitement surrounding Bhool Bhulaiya 3 continues to grow. Everyone is excited to witness the biggest music collaboration featuring global music icon Pitbull, along with global Punjabi sensation Diljit Dosanjh and heartthrob Karthik Aaryan. With the title track set to release today, the cast is visibly excited and they've already begun the countdown in anticipation.
Mr. Worldwide, India, let's set the world on fire.